Hello and welcome to episode number 16 of Make Some Noise. We're going to make some serious noise with OG8, and that, of course, is lead singer Jammie Lynch and guitarist Troy Williver. How are you guys doing today?
We're
We're
doing
doing great. How are you?
Doing
doing
great.
good.
Now, let's first start off talking about the new single for Change. I just posted. You guys have got a cool visualizer for the song. So I don't know which you want to talk about first, the song or the visualizer.
Wherever you want to start, why don't you
Okay,
go,
well, we'll
Jamie?
start off with, I guess, the song. I mean, you want to talk about what the song's about?
Yeah, sure. So our single Change is out on radio now. And it's Change is to me, it's a very special song. Change was actually the first song that I co-wrote with OG8 off the first album.
Okay.
And the song itself is just it's a big kind of rock, um, a little bit on the slower side, I would say, but it's still a big rock song. And it's really about when you know that something in your life needs to change or you need to change, you can feel that big change that's coming, but there's that sense of kind of that anticipation and kind of that feeling of dread because you know that something's changing, but you're not quite sure what's on the other side of the change. And so
Yeah,
it's kind
yeah,
of
and I guess depending on what the change is, I mean, oftentimes, like you say in your life, you have apprehension. I mean, a lot of people don't typically like change. I mean, of course, if it's a good change, maybe, but even something as simple as starting a new job. you know.
Hmm.
Yeah, totally. I mean, change is scary, right? Like it can
Yeah.
be. So that's kind of what this song is about. It's just like standing on the edge of a cliff, like you're ready to jump and not knowing if you're going to fly or fall, but knowing that you're going to take that leap no matter what. That's what
Yeah,
this song is
yeah, yeah.
about.
And Jamie, what I really liked about the song, like you said, it starts off kind of slow, but then it gets a major kick in the ass, and people will pick up what I'm talking about right away. And let's talk about the visualizer. I was kind of interested. I know that's kind of a new thing that you're doing in the music industry these days, along with like lyric videos and stuff. And what I liked about it is I was kind of interested, is there going to be a music video? And in regards to the visualizer, what I liked about it is it's a cool little teaser, way to kind of tease the song, get people to
Hmm.
check it out. And the thing that's obvious to me right away is we're getting a chance to see the band kind of perform live, and then you see what that would be like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about the visualizer,
Yeah, yeah.
Troy?
I mean, I guess first thing would be why a visualizer? Why go that route? Is maybe a music video on the way? Again, I think it's a cool way to kind of tease the song, get people to check it out.
Sure. It started with us working on some video and imagery for behind the stage during a show.
Oh
And
wow.
so when we were doing that, we were introduced to this really cool company called New Normal, and it's Ross and AJ. And they are really cool combo. I don't know. They play off of each other. They've got a depth of vision. They know what they're gonna do. And Jamie gave them some of the imagery that she just spoke to you about,
Uh-huh.
and they came up with that for us.
Yeah,
It's really cool.
that's cool. I mean, and one thing I learned about you guys since the first time you came on the
Mhm.
show and I interviewed you guys was you're a great self-promoting machine. I mean, if you're gonna make it in this business, you better be. But like I see every once in a while, Janie puts up these videos like talking about the interviews you guys are getting ready to go out and do, or that hey, there's gonna be an interview posted. And I think that's a cool way to promote the band and keep in touch with the fans.
Absolutely, yeah. Plus, we're having fun doing it.
Yeah.
Now, before you came on there today,
Mhm.
Troy, Jamie was sharing with me that you guys are in the studio. I
Yep,
guess you'll be wrapping up the recording of the next album,
yep.
probably by the end of May. You want to talk about how that's going?
It's going great. Thanks for asking, by the way. The new album, we're working on the actual name for it, the imagery for it, but most of the music is complete, and we're really close to being able to release. We're gonna keep working on it through this month. May 31st is the target, and I
Yeah,
think we're gonna hit it. It's
yeah,
got it's got a little bit of everything on it, and the stylistic play between all of us musicians, you can tell on this album that we've really grown as people
yeah.
together, and the experiences are coming through in the music even more on this album. It sounds amazing. I'm really, I mean, I've been playing music a long time, and this is the best that I've ever made.
Yeah. It's amazing. I just recently Troy did.
Mhm.
Aerosmith came out with a 50th anniversary edition of their debut album. I never paid that much attention to that album, but
Uh-huh.
this is a cool edition. If you're a diehard Aerosmith fan,
Yep.
you get like in the collection on CD3, great
Yep.
early Aerosmith performance, and you get to hear them play like before it was the Arena Aerosmith. They're playing a little tiny club in Boston, and I don't usually pay much attention to stuff like this, but to my ears, you could tell they weren't playing in an arena. Obviously, it was a little tiny club. As an
Yep.
Aerosmith fan, it was kind of cool to hear this, and
Yeah.
that you could hear very much that this is when the band was very young and hungry.
Absolutely. That's interesting that you said that. There's so many different mediums with this. There's recording, there's live performance, and there's early live performance in your career versus
Yeah,
mature live
yeah,
performance.
yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's what I was speaking of. I mean, the band is coming together as a unit, and it's always cool to hear because start to hear the unique parts of everybody's playing in it.
Mhm.
I'm really excited about it.
Yeah. And you guys are when I interviewed you the last time, you were both talking about the rest of the musicians in the band, and they're just as equally. It seems like you were I don't know if it's fair to say the core members of the band. Is it just the fact that you and Jamie are ones that like to go out and do other interviews, but other guys just like to go in the studio and do their craft? Or
We had straws, and
okay,
I don't know. To be honest with you, Jamie is a she's a pillar, and I
sure.
guess I'm one, and so together we're kind of holding up what we're building. Is a
And
way to
let's
put
be honest, Troy. I mean, most times, no matter what band you're talking about,
it.
pretty much the
Hmm.
ones most people want to hear from is obviously going to be the lead singer and the guitar player,
Yep.
or one of the
Yep.
members of a band that write the music. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. And also Jamie and I are good friends too. So, that comes into play with the whole thing.
And so, Jamie, let's talk about the recording of the new album. I mean, do you see any differences in between the recording of this album and the debut album?
Oh,
Just
totally. There's so many differences. As Troy was saying, we've all grown as people, and I think I'll speak for myself, but I've grown as a songwriter as well.
Mhm.
And so this second album, it's just a different evolution of us as a band and us as people and where we're at in our lives and the things that we're writing about now. So it definitely is different. It's definitely stretched me as an artist, as a songwriter this time around. It stretched me even more, which I love. I feel like I'm growing and learning a lot in the studio. And I'm just really excited about what we're creating so far. And so I'm excited for the album to come out a little bit later this year.
sure.
And I hope, everyone loves it as much as we do.
And Troy, we were talking a little bit about this the last time I interviewed you guys. The fact that you have your own home recording studio. I mean, talk a little bit about that. That's got to be a major ingredient here.
It is. Yeah. I think in that first interview that we met you, Jamie was talking about how it kind of takes the rush out of it,
Yeah,
and you don't have to be always like locked into this hourly rate.
I got to get out there. No more out
We got to be out of here by 4 and let's hurry and finish it. And with this tact that we have, we're and really it's kind of playing out. It's very fluid. I mean, we're learning as we go too. But the way that it's seeming to become like how we're laying it down is that the music itself, it comes from like the idea. Then we put it together. Then Jamie and I come together. Then we go, okay, I think we got this. Then we do the foundational tracks. Then we bring in a little bit of the filigree, and then Jamie will sing, and then we'll listen to it for a while, and then we'll come back, and then kind of like dissect it a little bit. But also, we're musicians to the point where we're not going to make it too perfect.
Mhm.
So, in that respect, I think that we're kind of playing off of each other, and we all have ears, so we're all going, yeah, I
Yeah,
like that. So when we get to that happy kind of medium that we all like it,
sure.
that's when we're going to release it.
And I was curious, Jamie, being the singer, when you're in the studio recording these songs, you just kind of get up there to the mic and just sing into the mic, or do you kind of get all into performing and getting all emotive as you're singing the songs?
Um,
I
well,
won't tell.
I mean, probably a little bit of both, but obviously recording in the studio is much different than like bouncing around and
Oh no,
performing.
I ask only because I've talked to different singers, and of course everybody has a different um, way of doing it, you know.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah. There's so many ways. And again, it depends on the song and what we're doing. But I like to go in there and try different things and speaking to the home studio situation, it's nice to be able to do that. I feel like it allows me a little bit more freedom to just experiment and try. And I'm, not on the clock like if we were renting out a
Sure,
studio.
sure, yeah.
So it's nice.
And, yeah, in fact, Troy, I gotta let you on this. Before you came on tonight, Jamie was sharing with me that talking about how you got, we're all slaves to technology and stuff. She's talking about how I think you guys, I guess, were recording some stuff today, or she was, and all of a sudden her computer she thought crashed and had to deal with that. And I bring this stuff up because you guys may remember last time I interviewed you.
Hmm.
All through the interview, everything seemed like it's going great. And then I can't, you know what? When I go to upload the interview, I can hear Troy and I can hear me, but for some reason, all of a sudden, Jamie's voice is nowhere to be found. I had to totally redo the interview.
It's
Right.
exactly like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Never
Yeah,
know.
you know what? I mean, in the old days, we used to use tape, and that would have issues too. So it's inherent in the process. It's in the soup built in. But I mean, like this morning, when something doesn't work, that's what being around pros is so great about. I mean, Drew just knows what to do.
Yeah.
Jamie and I are really adept now. I mean, we're learning as we go, and I think that this whole technology thing is going to be in our favor pretty
Oh,
soon here.
sure, sure. I mean, it's amazing what you can do
Hmm.
with AI. I mean, I think it's kind of a double-edged thorn, if you know what I mean.
I
There's
do.
certain things I embrace about it. I mean, for example, the logo behind me, I can never do anything like that on my. I'll be honest, I created with AI on Facebook, and it's kind of cool because you just kind of you got to be real descriptive and tell exactly what you want. And it's funny because sometimes it gets it pretty dead on. Other times they're like, um, I tried to create a picture had like a girl in it or something, and all of a sudden the girl's got only three hands, and her pinky fingers chopped off. It's like, okay, that's not what I wanted, but um, it's amazing too because I interviewed a guy and he was telling me how he's a musician and he's been a musician for many years, but he's like, on my new album, I wanted to try to create the songs using AI, like even writing the songs with
Yep.
AI. And
Mhm.
I was kind of curious, what's your thoughts on that?
Well, I'm going to take Joe Walsh's answer, and I'm going to say when AI can get to a point where it can tear a hotel room apart,
Uh,
I'll start thinking that it's something I got to worry about.
Yeah, I mean, I do think it's going to get to a certain point. Even there's certain celebrities threatening to sue, like as
Hmm.
people use their images without
Hmm.
compensating
Yep.
them, and you can kind of see where with this new technology, the law is going to maybe go in that
Hmm.
direction.
Yeah, I think being respectful to it and using
Yeah,
it as like maybe, if you don't hear something in what you have, you give it to AI,
uh,
it comes back with an idea. I think it can be a tool
yeah, yeah.
for
You
sure.
got to embrace certain things and just like don't
Hmm.
abuse it. I think
Yeah,
that's the
exactly.
that's the flip side. Taking it
Yeah,
kind of too far. Yeah.
I would agree
Um,
with that.
Yeah, as an old school guy that's been around many years, Troy, and
Hmm.
what I mean by that is like you talking about, when you first got into being a musician,
Hmm.
technology as far as how you recorded an album, totally different. Everybody had to be in the same room. Um,
Yes.
do you
Yep.
have a preference like that way versus a modern way?
I'm really flexible. So, I mean, I think that there's magic that comes out of a live performance with everybody in the room and it's being recorded. I think there's a certain mystique or maybe magic that comes out of that. But I also think that it's really nice, like I said earlier, if taking a bit of time and making the tracks and then living with them for a minute, then going back in. I think it took like Steve Miller a number of years to make his first album because he wasn't happy with it yet.
Yeah, yeah,
And I kind of think that that line of thinking is the way to do it
yeah,
because
yeah.
that way we're not rushed and it lets the album breathe. What do you think,
I think
Jamie?
too, the fear with AI is like if you totally, like if you're an artist like you guys are, and your fans kind of expect a certain sound from you, all of a sudden, you know what, I'm gonna
Mhm.
get a little creative. I'm gonna let AI write all my songs. I think there's a possibility it's going to alter the band's sound drastically, if you
I
depend
would
on it.
agree.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And
Yeah.
so Jamie, you're talking about the fact that not only you guys working on a new album, hopefully, as you guys said, be done by the end of May, but you also talked about the fact that once a new album comes out, the hope is to go out and start doing some live shows. So talk a little bit about that. Are you guys rehearsing at all besides being in the studio?
We are not actively rehearsing at this point. We are actively recording, mixing, getting all that figured out first. But we are starting to build some of the elements of the show, like as far as production goes. And as Troy mentioned, we're working with New Normal Studios to create some really cool background visuals for the screens when we have that option. Because we really want to create an amazing experience for the audience and the people that come to our shows. I'm very excited to get on stage. I love live performing. That's like where my heart is. I love the studio, don't get me wrong, but
Sure.
there's something really special about being able to perform live and connect with the audience and have that energy exchange. So I'm looking really forward to that, and that should be coming up towards the end of this year, hopefully in the fall.
And now, Jamie, of course, OG8 is, I know, your main project, but you're involved with many other things. I went on your Facebook page, and one of the things I seen, I believe you're involved with a Bowie tribute.
It's not a tribute band, actually. There's a cover band. It's called Zoe Bowie.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, that's
Big
it.
entertainer out here. So I perform with Zoe Bowie. I've been performing with him for many years, and we do like a cover band, like a cover party band type of thing in Vegas. We're
Is, is
usually
it
out
is
on
it
Fremont.
anything to do with Bowie, or just totally kind of
No,
like
no.
it's a different character? Like, yeah.
Yeah, so I guess the long story short around that name is that David Bowie had a son named Zoe Bowie,
Oh, okay,
his
makes
bad.
sense. Okay.
And the guy Chris, who goes by Zoe Bowie now, the
Okay.
band leader, he just loved the name, and so he started using that name. But it was never like a Bowie tribute band or anything
Oh,
like
okay.
that.
I was okay. That's cool. Let's clear that up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. And so, how do you like performing in Vegas?
I mean, I love it. I've been doing it for many, many years. I've been in Vegas for too many years now, honestly, but you
Yeah.
know, it's been great. I mean, performing in Vegas is it's like no other, it's
Yeah.
entertainment capital of the world.
That's
And
what I get ready to say because a lot of the '80s guys that we grew up listening to have moved to Vegas, and I know they refer Vegas these days to as Music City or something like that, and constantly having concerts. I'm told, and you can go any day of the week. It's what the Sunset Strip used to be.
Right.
yeah, yeah. I mean, Vegas it's different. It's always changing, so the scene is always different. But we have a very, strong group of musicians here. The entertainment community is very close knit, and there's so many talented people. And there are a ton of musicians moving out here now, from California, from LA, like all over the place. But a lot of people are coming to Vegas, which has been cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Mhm.
Troy, and the new album you guys are working on, I was curious about the songwriting. Meaning, like, for any of these songs that you guys have been recording, anything left over from the first album, or is it all new, fresh material?
Well, it's kind of like, yeah, there is some that we were doing at the kind of after the first album was done. We were still looking for some more material
Sure,
for the
sure,
live show. So
sure.
we kept writing, and three of the songs that came after the first album that we've been working on for a while, those ones are going to be included.
And how does that? Because to me, as they say, like a band has your whole life
Mhm.
to make write the songs for your debut album and stuff, but maybe someone's going to get left off. Like you said, you only maybe put 9 or 10
Mhm.
songs on a CD. So
Mhm.
how great is that to go back and kind of check out something that didn't make it, but like it gets kind of a second life. Like, oh yeah, let's get back and do something with this.
Yeah, it's so cool because I can hear things that I was doing and now I'm not doing them. And I've gotten to pick it apart a lot, but also I'm really liking just the vibe of it. It was really cool. We recorded two of them actually live in the
Yeah.
studio.
And you know what I dig
Mhm.
about your guys' music is the fact, like you look at the last time I talked to you, you just released a single for Woman,
Mhm.
and then now Change are both kind of great rock and kind of songs, but
Mhm.
at the same time they got a little bit of a different sound, and I dig that. That's kind of cool that you're capable of doing more than just one thing.
Yeah, thanks. I
Yeah,
really appreciate that. Jammie writes from the truth.
Yeah, yeah.
So she's speaking her truth in what she's saying, and the music comes to me and I'm speaking my truth. And they come together.
So yeah, and another thing as a guitar player, Troy, I was curious.
Mhm.
Like when you guys go in the studio and record a song,
Mhm.
do you often have your guitar parts written ahead of time, or do you find that she is like what she's doing lyrically in the studio kind of inspires you to come up with something?
Both, both,
Okay,
both.
that's interesting.
Hmm.
Um, and so, Troy, you got your home studio. So when
Hmm.
Jamie's off doing other things, do you produce other bands in your studio?
No, I could, but I'm not.
Okay,
I'm 100% focused on
focused on
this.
this. Yeah, that's
Yep,
good.
that's
Yeah,
it.
and I guess once the album comes out, are you guys looking to release it independently? Like you want to remain independent, or are you looking to maybe
It,
release it on a label?
yeah, it's independent. It's Beat Farm Music. It's its own label, and it oversees OG8 and the management and the tour that's coming up and everything that's going to come with it.
That's kind of cool because it'd be great if you could get a label behind this, but there's also the flip side of that where
Mhm.
if somebody else is invested in the band, they get maybe a little more say than they should. You can kind of control everything this way,
Right.
Yeah,
Well, we kind of want artistic, you know,
freedom. Yeah,
yeah. So, and I know that that's important to everybody in the band.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
I
I don't
guess
really,
I see, Troy, you're a bit of obviously a Grateful Dead fan, huh?
I like all music,
Yeah, that's cool.
everything, you name
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I mean, that's kind of how I am. I'm typically hard rock and metal guy, but I'll tell you, that's the thing. I have appreciation for everything from Elvis Presley to, the Beatles, Tom Petty, the
Yeah.
Eagles, everything.
Same.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Same.
yeah.
Yeah. Even Jaco Pastorius, man.
I mean, people watching this are going to laugh when I say this, but I got to share something with you guys. Helter Skelter is not a Motley Crue song. It's the Beatles, actually. That's about as heavy as the Beatles ever got, but that's the Beatles song.
You would be correct.
Yeah, yeah. So as
Cool.
far as going out and playing live, like you guys, have you been making any plans as far as like just going to different states, or does it kind of depend on how the album does?
Um,
Jamie, you want that or you want me to take it?
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I think our management team is working on that right now, and so we have a
Okay,
couple things lined up
that's
back
good.
east in the fall. So
Okay.
hopefully that will come through. I'm not sure if we can announce any of that stuff yet,
No,
but
no, no, I guess not. But the main
but
focus is the album right now, the
yeah,
visualizer.
yeah, get
Yeah.
the album out, getting it done, and then we're gonna focus on the live shows after that.
And I think I urge people to watch the visualizer for change because if anything, it's going to make you want to go see this band live because it's a little tease of what they probably can do live.
Awesome, Jason.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank
And
you.
you guys have any plans to make a music video for Change, or probably the next video will be off a new album?
Yeah, I think that really nothing's off the table at this point. We're just gonna ride it, be fluid, be creative,
Yeah.
and be happy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's going to be a great feeling that you're at a point where you've been promoting this album for, you know, ever since it came out, and you're already at the point where you're getting ready to release another album.
Yeah, it's a good feeling, I have to say.
Yeah. And okay, final question for the night, Troy.
Mhm.
Do you have a favorite song yet off a new album?
Oh man, can you ask Jamie?
Okay, how about you, Jamie?
It's hard to choose one because I do have a few favorites that are sticking
Okay.
out right now. But and we're still working on a couple of the songs. We're still kind of building it out. But I would have to say for me, there's a top one of the top runners is it's a song called I Hate You.
Oh
And
wow!
it's
I can't wait to hear that.
it's one of my favorites. Another one that I love is called Return to Sender.
Without even having heard the song, I'm just kind of guessing. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. I kind of give it. Maybe it's got a kind of Joan Jett vibe, like I hate myself for loving you.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe we'll see.
It's
Yeah,
pretty
yeah,
close.
You'll
yeah,
have
yeah.
to check it out when it comes out.
Definitely. Well, I'd like to thank you guys for coming on. And like I was telling Jamie, the interview will be going up next Tuesday. I'll send you guys a link once it posts. Thanks for coming on. And let's do this again when the new album drops, okay?
Re-
Love
really
to.
appreciate it, Jason. Thank you so much.
Anytime. I really enjoy getting to know you guys. Seemed like second interview, but seemed like know you even better than before. So take care, and we'll be in touch.
Yeah, we dig you, brother.
We dig you too,
Thank
brother and
you.
sister.
Bye.
Take care. Bye bye.
Thanks, man.